Hello. I am a writer. Given the real-world consequences of this internet era of fake news, misinformation, and defamation, following is a criminal case and case law you might want to know about. The case law stands firm against defamation and fake news. Words matter. How will you use words? In the United States versus Amy Gonzalez, a horrific cyberstalking case that ended in murder, the Third Circuit, a United States appeals court, set precedence. This case started with words-defamatory statements, written and spoken. Some words were published online, others were sent in the mail. It started with what some people might call First Amendment rights. Free speech. It ended in murder. 2 people were killed. The defendants were sentenced to life in prison. So, as this case demonstrates, you will see there are people among us who are seemingly devoid of a conscience, hateful, cruel, two-faced. People who will say anything for years, spreading lies, to harm a woman that ended in murder. 2 murders. In this case it was family members. Okay. Let's do this. The Department of Justice U.S. Attorney's Office in the District of Delaware summarized the United States versus Amy Gonzalez this way. The court specifically found Amy Gonzalez's conduct included, among other things, spreading false accusations of child abuse by creating online postings and YouTube videos, and sending defamatory emails and letters to Christine Belford's acquaintances, preparing false polygraph reports about these accusations, recruiting third parties to surveil and report on Belford and the children, providing Thomas with temporary cell phone number and cleaning his safe when he traveled to Delaware in 2011 and showed up at Belford's house, and filing numerous petitions for custody of the children beginning 2 days after Belford was killed. Source: Cybercrime, USAO Delaware. The defendants' lawyers argued that their clients were protected by the First Amendment. The court disagreed and found, in part, the Supreme Court has held that defamatory statements are not protected by the First Amendment, reasoning that resort to epithets or personal abuse is not in any proper sense communication of information or opinion safeguarded by the Constitution, and its punishment as a criminal act would raise no question under that instrument. Bowerny v. Illinois, 1952, quoting Cantwell v. Connecticut, 1940. And while statements of personal opinion are protected under the First Amendment, there is no constitutional value in false statements of fact. Gertz v. Robert Welch Incorporated. False statements of fact are not protected. Neither the intentional lie nor the careless error materially advances society's interest in an uninhibited, robust, and wide-open debate on public issues. Quoting New York Times v. Sullivan, 1970. False statements of fact are particularly valueless. They interfere with the truth-seeking function of the marketplace of ideas, and they cause damage to an individual's reputation that cannot easily be repaired by counter-speech, however persuasive or effective. Hustler Magazine v. Falwell. David T. Matusiewicz, Lenore Matusiewicz and Amy Gonzalez were sentenced in federal court in Delaware to life in prison for the February 2013 murder of David Matusiewicz' ex-wife and a friend at the Newcastle County Courthouse. Source: Acting U.S. Attorney Weiss, February 2016. Special Agent in Charge Kevin Perkins said, "We hope that these sentences provide some comfort to the victims' families, and we thank the law enforcement and legal communities for their contributions to the successful prosecution of this case. The Matusiewicz family caused a lot of unnecessary harm in this case, killing and injuring innocent people for no reason. This groundbreaking prosecution and investigation shows people who actively take part in planning crimes, even though they don't pull the trigger, will be held accountable." Source: Department of Justice. Office of Public Affairs. The Matusiewicz family's stalking campaign included broad dissemination, by mail, email, websites, internet postings and other means, of false and defamatory allegations against Belford. Source: Department of Justice Office of Public Affairs. As this case demonstrates, you are responsible for your speech. Freedom of speech is not the freedom to defame, incite violence, manufacture evidence, or the freedom to solicit crimes. The Third Circuit Court of Appeals serves the jurisdictions of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and the Virgin Islands. Defamation is a big deal. Judges faithfully applying defamation laws. Pursuant to the judicial canons, oaths, and the laws of the United States is a big deal. People's lives may depend on it. You never know the full extent of the damage words can cause until you do. Words can lift up, educate, expose injustices, and words can kill. How will you use words? Please subscribe and hit the like button so we can reach more people in the algorithm to educate them about defamation, fake news, and free speech. Who knows, through education, we might help save lives. Please click the article link in the description box below to access the cases, full case citations, and sources cited in this episode. Thank you for being here and for watching.